So, yeah, this certainly, is a bad situation. I didn't actually expect Nayuta. The thing is, final cases in the series, they usually have a different prosecutor to the normal one, but we've already had Phoenix, so I suppose maybe bring Nayuta back, maybe, still kind of makes sense? Anyway, I don't think we'll find, although there's an urn that's been knocked over and footprints. I was about to say, but I don't think we'll find very much here, but I'm pretty sure I was wrong. And we have investigation core music already, so yeah, clearly things are really picking up. Of course, that overturned urn and all those footprints are the main issue here. Spilled water, okay. So someone clearly ran in from that direction. Okay, so nothing particularly there. What about the footprints? Yeah, are they Inga or are they someone else's? Yeah. Question is, how did Dirk doze off during there? What happened exactly? Okay. Anything about the pond? Yeah, and the tomb where people got murdered. Yeah, well, Dirk's not there yet, hopefully. Not really, no. I'm guessing Athena has those in her kind of flowers in her room. So is that the actual castle? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. What exactly happened there? Something that I'm wondering is that the Queen was pretty much my prime suspect at first, but she was outside the whole time while Inga and Dirk were in there. And I don't know whether she's the type to pull off a complex magical murder like Case 2. Yeah, that's, probably quite a while. Well, it's good to have a literal portable internet on hand. Yeah, and she was married to Dirk as well. So, anything else we can check here? Doesn't look like there's much else we can check. Oh, no, we haven't checked the bridge. I mean, we have checked the bridge, I meant. Okay. Can we actually go in the tomb? I guess we can. The actual crime scene. I wonder if Emma's gonna be here. I mean, she might. This is one of those weird cases where normally I look at my computer screen for when I'm recording, but I can actually see this place better on my actual 3DS screen. No, that's the Holy Mother, and we in fact know her face now. Let's not tell anyone that. And that would be... Yeah, I thought Emma would be here. Yeah, because Edgeworth is one of those prosecutors that you actually respect. The rare kind. Well, Apollo's definitely been there longer than you have, though. Yeah, every time these characters go anywhere, there's usually a murder. Yeah, you clearly don't like him. Yeah, she's not having a good time. Okay, so anything you can say? You've got quite a few things to say, actually. Yeah, well, that's pretty obvious. Stab in the back, okay. Oh, that's really bad. So he died right then. And that... Yeah, that gives Amara an even more... Not Amara, she's already dead. That gives Garan an even more solid alibi, because she was right outside then. So what the heck even happened? Huh. It's a complete locked room mystery. Completely sealed. Yeah, like I thought. Unless the third party... That's exactly what I was thinking. Unless the third party stayed inside the whole time, and is still in here as we speak. Yeah, I'm wondering who would have any motive to kill her. I mean, Dirk's motive is fairly obvious, but I trust him that he didn't do it, so who else would have a motive besides framing Dirk? Yeah. So the Queen didn't know. I wonder if that's really true, though. Yeah, I wonder if he was trying to keep the orb out of someone's hands. And flashback! So the benefactor appears to be Inga. Via channeling the Holy Mother. Unless he wanted to prove that his wife couldn't? I don't know. Because I'm wondering that. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. That does kind of make sense. So a fire happened right in her residence. Yeah, someone was clearly going for her. So in other words, Garan could have got in here. "6 days. Well, that's bad, but the thing is, we know that Maya is in the DLC case, so she has to be fine. Okay, some kind of diagram. It looks like one of those statues is broken. Unless one of the statues came to life and stabbed him. I mean, if there is a mechanism in one of those statues, then that actually is not a bad thought. Oh, okay. I really hope I don't have to fingerprint anything. But I might like to do some luminol testing stuff. But first, let's present random stuff. Anything to say about the Founder's Orb? Okay. Anything to say about the tomb diagram? Nope, okay. Anything about Apollo's father? Nope. Well, only one thing to try. Anything about the autopsy report? Let's check this. Pretty much nothing else involved. And, okay, she has nothing to say. Right. So then, let's examine the room. We have the sarcophagus there, we have the Holy Mother's picture there, another Holy Mother picture there. Statues, the floor. That carving looks a little bit different, so let's check what we've got here. Oh, and the floor is not interesting. Looks like there are some chain-like things attaching it to the roof. Okay, I wonder if I should save looking close up for later. I can see the butterfly on top of it. Let's look at these statues first. In fact, this reminds me of the clay warriors that were excavated in China. Okay. What about that mural? Alright, we have to examine most things from close up. Okay, except this one. Yeah. Okay, this is a different examine area. Okay. Yeah, probably shouldn't have one of those at in a tomb. But according to the map, it looked like one of them was broken. So, let's take a close-up look at the sarcophagus. So I can see the butterfly there and the chains. They open. Looks like some kind of a keyhole there. Yeah, no, probably not a good idea to touch the sarcophagus of the previous queen of this country. That's probably a good way to get ourselves executed. Well, that would make it a perfect place for someone to hide. Temperature controls. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We didn't get that detail added in evidence, though. Anything else we can examine here? Doesn't look like much that we can. Nothing else we can talk to Emma about either. So I look at this, it does look like one of the statues is broken. Okay, what are those things? Are those other sarcophagi? Is that ash inside, or...? Yeah. Is that really all that we've got going on here? What about the other one? Okay, there... Huh, a sparkly thing. A weird gemstone. That's definitely not a dragon's eye. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah. Okay. You have any idea what this is? Oh, that was Inga's, wasn't it? Yeah. Huh. How did that get in there? Nice! Nice reference there! And yeah, a lot of people are hoping for a Lady Layton and an Apollo Justice crossover. I am too. Yeah, well, it wasn't a pile of ash, but there may have been a fire around the time of the, crime. Doesn't look like there's anything else around here, though. It does kind of look like there's something behind the tomb, though. Oh, right! Well, that was really stupid. I did not even notice these arrows at all. Okay, so there's blood on the back of that. The murals look a little bit different from this side. There's a baby. Queen Amara, okay. Oh, that makes sense if it's in a tomb. Okay. Oh, she does look a lot like Sadmahi. Yeah, it must be Sadmahi's mother. Yeah, they're like, then she was corrupted by a demon. Yeah, I suppose we should check the mural on the opposite wall. I can see the fire there. So let's see the continued biased account of Amara's life. Huh. Maybe. Then there was the fire. And then there's evil Demon Dirk with a torch in the background. And then... No. And Dirk is still alive, or... Suddenly crazy theory, unless, like... unless this Dirk has, like, been a fake all along and the real Dirk died years ago. Anyway. Okay, we can examine the front area here. Anything behind the curtains? That's probably too simple. Unless the Royal Guards are actually complicit in hiding up the real murderer's method. Okay, so there is blood on the back of the sarcophagus. That is obviously significant. So my guess is that he had his back to the coffin at the time that he was killed. Someone could have actually been hiding in there, reached out and stabbed him in the back through the curtain, and he wouldn't have even seen them. Yeah, they always are. But I'm thinking maybe if someone was hiding in there and they actually reached out and stabbed him, he wouldn't have seen who it was. Well, that's pretty much what I'm thinking at this point. So, I think for that, that's everything we can see from this angle. So from here, we can check... Wait a minute, what's that there? That looks like a bottle of grape juice. It actually is! Okay, that's great. So for those of you who are wondering, for those of you who think that this is a censorship of wine, it's actually not. It's grape juice in the Japanese version as well. At least it is in earlier Phoenix Wright games. Wasn't Apollo Justice, it definitely was in Investigations 2, I know, because I actually translated that, so I played that in Japanese extensively. But, yeah. That's actually quite funny. Right! That's pretty amazing, actually, yeah. Nice reference to that. So yeah, it actually is literally grape juice in the Japanese version as well, so it's gotta be a joke. So, there's a gun, a phone, and a bloody knife. And a pool of blood. Now, obviously, the phone has probably been wiped, if I know this series' conventions well enough. You're gonna say they're Dirks, aren't you? Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Huh. Smudged. Unless the killer has no fingerprints. Unless they burn their fingerprints off in acid. What about this phone? Oh, okay. Unless it's Myers. Oh, okay, well, it actually wasn't wiped. Okay, so just like Zelot. No, more like hired murderer people. Nothing else on the phone. Okay then. Why is there a gun here? That was probably Inga's? 4-shot, okay. Is it broken or has no ammo? Ha, you rolled a misfire. Ah, unless he fired 3 times somewhere else. That was just... Athena's logic so far has been pretty amazing. Oh, okay, that's going to be important. Okay, that does fit with my theory. He does seem to be lying in a way that he would if he'd been stabbed in the back from that coffin. The cuffs of justice! That sounds like a hard item you get off Melchizedek now that I think about it. That means that maybe... Did Dirk wear those in the past? I don't know. Ah. Now this is pretty interesting. This music. I used to like this music, but now this music, it's giving me bad flashbacks to that box puzzle. It looks like we've examined everything we can here. You have nothing new to say, but maybe if I show you some of this evidence we just found. No, not that! I was thinking we could see if there's any blood on it, or fingerprints or anything. What about the crime scene photo? No? Okay. It definitely looks like we haven't done everything we can here. What about that broken statue? Where is that broken statue likely to be? There we go, there's the broken statue. There's some Magatamas, and there's a little piece of something, and some other glints of things. Was there something inside this statue? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess we're supposed to examine this first. That would be the... What the heck is that? That is not the bullet. That is something very strange. It's not Inga's. No one in the royal family recognized it. Was it Amara's? Okay, yeah. I wonder if it was Amara's. Maybe it's half of something. Okay, there's the bullet. So the statue got shot. Yes, like gun fingerprints. And we have to explain this again, because every game could be anyone's first game and they wouldn't know what this is. Oh, we actually aren't explaining it. So basically, yeah, it's like the it's like a gun's fingerprint. That was, I believe, the way they described them in the first game. There are 2 Magatamas here, and all of the statues seem to only have 1. Or 2 statues broke, and the second one... That's interesting. Anything else important in the area? Doesn't look like it. I mean, Emma's already analyzed this, but yeah, of course she has nothing to say about it. Okay, I guess we're supposed to show that to Dirk, but I wonder if we really have done everything we can do here. Because it looks like... there really isn't... We haven't got that message saying that we have examined everything, though. So, there could be more. We usually get some kind of conversation... Oh, the chair, of course! Oh, okay. Okay. Like, if we could go, like, right under the chair or something. Because the rope is obviously the main thing of concern here. Yeah, maybe, I guess. Weird things involving Apollo, Athena, and ropes. Flashbacks to Case 3 of Dual Destinies. What's that red thing? Bloodstain? But that's nowhere near the crime scene, so obviously this must have been moved. Actually, no, wait. There's blood here. It's very far away from the crime scene, though. Okay, let's see if there's anything on the chair. There's some near the rope. It goes all the way Huh. So someone seems to have been injured and walked over to the sarcophagus. It's not. Whose is it? Does not belong to the victim. Maybe my theory about the killer getting in the sarcophagus is right, though. Maybe they got injured somehow, walked over the sarcophagus, got in, and then later on stabbed Inga. There we go, yeah, now we've covered just about everything. Yeah, very few people were in here. I remember someone who was writing a fan case basically made a rundown of all of the different ways a locked room murder can be solved. I know there's things like the time of death wasn't what people thought it was, the room was actually not as locked as people thought it was, the murder happened in a completely different room and was moved into the locked room later, or maybe just someone involving... I've seen in a lot of mystery shows, often like the person who discovered the locked room itself is actually the killer, and they only made it look like it was locked. That's another possibility. Yeah. I mean, we're risking curses, but I wonder if we could actually go in there and see if there's any blood inside the coffin. And there's blood of someone other than Dirk in the or the victim in the area. So far, Dirk looks like the only suspect. The question is, how could someone else have got into that coffin? Oh right, it doesn't belong to the victim, so it's possible that blood could be Dirk's. Yeah. Especially since Apollo would get charged with the same crime if Dirk is found guilty, and that's really not good. Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, nope, he's here already, isn't he? Hello, Mr. McProsecuting your own father. How's your conscience doing? Today? At least his theme music is awesome. And he keeps going like, no comment, no comment, no comment. I wonder if we'll have to perceive him at some point. That'd be interesting. Where is he going? Is he at the royal residence? Oh, okay, there's something new here at least. Why are you running away? You want to avoid saying something, don't you?
Hold it!
Because remember how Dirk said that Nayusa was not Nayusa, that Inga was holding someone else hostage? And that's someone who was important to Dirk? Like, at first I was thinking it was Nayusa, but what if it's someone else connected to Nayusa? Okay. I'm sure we're gonna have to perceive him. Hello, brother. Let's talk. Oh. Yeah, she's obviously involved in this somehow, but why? I know not of these things. I am cold like a stone. I guess that sort of makes sense. Well, I mean, there's a thing called conflict of interest, but... Nice one! Yeah, nice comeback. Yeah, I thought that'd come up. Yeah... Okay. Oh yeah, that one! Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm still wondering why Inga literally couldn't lay a finger on Maya, though. Yeah, I knew it! Outside of court, voice suturing. Oh. Oh, he's blocking it. That's interesting. And you. There's something going on here, but who could be more important to Sadmahi than his own father? I just noticed that he has a Lady Kira mask shirt on there. Oh. Oh, a two-part investigation. I kind of had a feeling, yeah. But, okay. That was a kind of we didn't get a chance to present stuff to Dirk, so I guess we'll continue with this investigation next time.